up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy Diaz, and if it's your first time here, welcome. I love that you're here for this special video because Love Month is upon us. Valentine's Day, it's literally around the corner, and consumerism has been letting us know. I am obviously not staying behind. As you can see, I have a little cardigan with like hearts and pink, and it's so cute. I just bought it at Marshall's this past weekend. And my house is already all decorated. A lot of my decorations are from last year. So if you didn't see my TikTok or my Instagram reel talking about when I went to Hobby Lobby, this year, for whatever reason, they didn't have as much Valentine's Day stuff as they did last year, or I was just late. I have no idea, but we're still a month away. Anyways, in today's video, I wanted to talk about 10 things that we can do to bring in more love into our lives, to show ourselves more love. If you've been here for a while, you know that I'm all about self-love, that I'm all about love overall, and I have never in my life, even though I've been through the toughest and most heartbreaking situations, have I blamed love for the shortcomings that people had. I do want to remind you that love is not at fault for the things that have happened in your life, for the people that have hurt you, or for even the things that you have allowed. Love is something that we show to others, and it's something that we allow others to show to us. It's a feeling, it's an action, it's something that comes from within. And until we're able to fully love ourselves, then can we fully love another individual. That's not to say that if you don't 100% love yourself, you're not loving your partner. Absolutely not. Please do not take that the wrong way. All I'm saying is that the more we focus on us and the more we pour into us, the more we are able to pour into others. The more we are able to love others unconditionally. And by unconditionally, and I say this with a huge emphasis, I do not mean I'm going to allow you to disrespect me, or I'm going to allow you to do anything to me that I'm not okay with in the name of love. That is absolutely not what that means. So with self-love, you respect yourself, you have boundaries, you commit to yourself that no matter what, you are going to put yourself first, that no matter how much love you can have for somebody else, you are going to love you first. And even if sometimes it hurts, you are going to step out of situations that are not serving you because you love you and you respect you. Remember that no matter how much we love somebody else, unless we love ourselves, people are not going to respect us. People are not going to love us in the ways that we want to be loved. So I wanted to make this video even before February 14th because a lot of people get really sad around this time because they don't have a partner. And as somebody who has gone through Valentine's Day single in the past, I want you to know that it is all not that bad. When you start celebrating those people that you do have around you, whether it's friends, whether it's family, whether it's co-workers, anybody who you really have love for, when you start to celebrate all of those people, you realize that you really have nothing missing. If this year you are going to be celebrating Valentine's Day by yourself, please make sure that you do something special for you. We cannot set expectations for what other people are going to do for us without communicating that. So it's kind of funny, but it's already getting around that time where TikTok is reminding all of us who may not have a partner or who do have a partner, whether or not they're going to ask you to be their Valentine. And you know what's funny? Throughout my 30 years of life, I have never been asked to be somebody's Valentine. So whether I had a partner or not in the past during Valentine's Day, the people I was with have never asked me to be their Valentine. I think for some people it's like, well, of course you're my Valentine because you're my girlfriend or you're my boyfriend or you're whatever. So yeah, you're automatically my Valentine. And some people actually want to be asked to be their Valentines. So make sure that if that is something that you're looking for, or if that is something that you want, you communicate that with your partner so you don't set them up to fail. Because it's unfair to expect them to ask ask you to be their Valentine when you haven't even vocalized or said that that's something that you want. Now, we know that now on social media, everything is put out, so people put all of the pretty and beautiful things that others do for them, and sometimes it may leave you feeling like you're missing out, like you don't have what somebody else has because you didn't get flowers, you didn't get asked to be a Valentine, you didn't get the balloons in the hotel with will you be my girlfriend or will you be my Valentine, or you didn't get this grand gesture that you wanted or you expected. And we have to remind ourselves that every situation is different, number one, and number two, not everything that we see is real. Please, please, please try to remember that most times people only choose to share all of the great stuff that's happening. They don't choose to share when they're fighting. They don't choose to share when they're not getting along or the things that they didn't do. So please, one of the things I need you to do this month is to stop comparing yourself to what you see out in the media. And if you do have a partner and you want something special to be done, I know and I understand that as a woman, most of us don't want to ask, like, hey, can you get me this piece of jewelry? Or hey, can you please set this up pretty? Or can you please get me flowers? I understand that as a woman, you don't always want to ask for things in that way because the man should just know that he should just do things the way that a man should do them. But unfortunately, not everybody was raised the same. Not everybody comes from the same background. Not everybody saw an example of what a real romantic partner should be like. So we have to give our men also the benefit of the doubt and sometimes help them out a little bit, you know? So now that we got that out of the way, let's get started with the 10 things that we are going to be doing for this month to shower ourselves with love. Aside from the little tips and tricks that I already kind of told you, let me tell you that decorating my kitchen, my house, and just like the common area where I'm normally at, just already makes me feel like love is in the air. It already makes me feel like I'm walking in and there's so much love and there's so much energy here, and I want to cook and I want to do loving things for the people that I love, and I want to lay down on my couch and watch TV and be all cozy and turn on my pink candle and wear pink stuff because it just feels so much more real. So if you can, go out to the store, even if it's just buying a candle that reminds you of self-love. It doesn't have to be pink, it doesn't have to be red, it can be blue for all you want, whatever color it is that you want that reminds you to love yourself. Go and get that thing and set it somewhere in your space, in your car, in your room, in your house, that every time you see it, it will remind you of all of the love you have for you and those around you. I've talked about this one for quite some time, but gratitude is one of those things where we can show so much love to ourselves because already being grateful for the love that surrounds us, for the love that God has for us, for the love that our parents, our family, our schoolmates, our co-workers, all of the love that already is shared with other people, being grateful for that allows you to be in such a gratitude state that you're also attracting more and more love and other forms of love. So for those of you that are longing for a partner and you cannot wait, first of all, I want to remind you there is absolutely no shame that you want a life partner. It does not matter what the world tells you. If you are looking for your life partner, if you are looking for that person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, that you want to marry, that you want to have children with, please do not give up on that hope and on that dream. There is absolutely no reason as to why you shouldn't want that. And I know that the world puts out a lot of shame when it comes to wanting a partner because you should be independent and you should love you and it doesn't matter. That is toxic self-love. We're not here for toxicity. We're not here for I don't need anybody, I just got me. No, it's okay to want a boyfriend. It's okay to want a life partner. It's okay to want a husband. It's okay to be on your own in the meantime that that partner comes. It's okay that that person hasn't come yet, but it's also okay to want them, to yearn for them, to think of them, even if you don't know what they look like. It's okay to pray for them. Be in a state of gratitude of what you have in this moment, and I promise you that that person is so much more closer than you can even think. The other day I put out a Q&A on Instagram, and I asked you guys to ask me any questions or to just share any positivity, and one of you guys ended up giving me the most beautiful compliment ever, which is that I am a ray of sunshine in your life. And I cannot thank you enough for telling me that, because even sometimes in my darkest moments, you guys may not know exactly when I'm not feeling my best and I'm just posting things even for me, and they also help you. So something that I try to do is also surround myself with positive people. And here's the thing, I consider myself a very positive person. I am definitely the type of person that looks at the glass half full and not half empty. I have learned to be this way because for a very long time I was a look at the half empty glass type of person, and shifting my focus to the positivity and to the things that I do have and gratitude has allowed me to also attract more positive people and let go of those people that are holding me back or that are just draining my energy because their outlook in life is nothing but negative. If there's one thing I can share with you guys, is to surround yourself with positive people. Now, even though I consider myself a positive person, it doesn't mean that I don't surround myself or I don't talk to other positive people. Even on social media, I only engage with the people who are positive. I only look or follow or like those people who are positive because all I want in my life is positive. Now, do I know that not everything in my life is going to come out the way that I would want it to come out? I'm very well aware of that, but that doesn't mean I'm not expecting positive surprises to literally surprise me every single day. God, I'm ready for a positive surprise. Even in the moments of desperation, even in the moments where I don't feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, I do pray to God to give me a sign with whatever it is that I'm dealing with, because there are times that don't look as good as I'm looking right now. Here's another thing that I stand for 100%, which is do something nice for yourself. Whatever that means for you. It means something absolutely different for every single person. Sometimes doing something nice for yourself looks like a beauty appointment. Sometimes it looks like a walk in the park. Sometimes it looks like going to buy your favorite coffee. Sometimes it looks like cooking your favorite dish. Sometimes it looks like repotting your plants, painting a room. Whatever your act of self-love looks like, do that. Even if it's doing your hair, even if it's showering, even if it's reading, whatever that looks like, do it for you and only for you. Not because such and such person is gonna like it, not because such and such person wants to go and wants to do it. In this moment when you're watching this, what is it that comes to mind that you want to do? If it's playing a sport, why don't you give yourself an hour once a week maybe to go and play that sport that you want to play? If you want to go rollerblading, I have said I was going to go rollerblading sometime this week. I haven't gone still, but rollerblading makes me feel so free. It makes me feel literally like I'm flying. Like it brings me closer to little Amy, who I love getting in touch with and in tune with, because she was so fun and she was so fearless. And even though you guys see me now as like super courageous and fearless, and like I went to the other side of the country on my own, like little Amy had nothing on this Amy. Like little Amy was absolutely fearless. And there are still things that I try to do because of her, because she would be so proud of who she has become. So don't forget, definitely, whenever it is that you're watching this, do something nice for yourself. If you want to incorporate that once a week, if you want to incorporate that every single day, I at least like to incorporate 10 minutes of shutting down my mind every day. And what I mean by that, I do like to meditate, but what I mean by shutting down my mind is shutting down my thoughts. I can think 1,000 things at a time, and while I'm trying to figure out this thing over here, there's 1,000 other things that are working out on my brain over here, and I don't know why I'm like that, but I've always been like that. What I try to do daily is shut my mind and shut my thoughts and just really go within and focus on my breath so that I can just not think of anything for at least those 10 minutes. Because even those 10 minutes allow me to rest better, allow me to have a better day, allow me to be more positive and show up for me. Life is so busy nowadays. We have a ton of things to do, all of us, especially those of you with kids, those of you going to school, those of you working, those of you, all of us have a ton of things to do. So the best thing we can do for ourselves is give ourselves at least 10 minutes every single day. You deserve that. You deserve that. So do that for you. The next thing that I personally do is write myself really cute notes. I haven't done this one as often as I think I would like, but I have written little messages for myself and put them in my restroom mirror as reminders of what a badass I am, basically, or how great I am, or how much I love me, or little reminders that sometimes you would like to hear, maybe from a partner or maybe from somebody else. So I like to write little notes to myself and put them on the mirror. I don't like to have sticky notes all over the place, but I do know of people that have like a board of sticky notes and that every single morning write messages for themselves. If you work and you have a work area, you can also do that at work if you don't want to do it at your house. But do it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. That's the reason why I put it in my restroom, because I literally look at myself in the mirror every single day and I literally will write a little cute message and just paste it there and literally see it. And every time somebody else uses my bathroom or goes in there, it also makes me feel really nice that they're going to read it, because they can also feel like that about themselves, not just about me. And I mean, if they think like, Amy, you're crazy, that's okay. I don't mind. Like, I don't mind being crazy. But literally something that encourages you, whatever that is, whatever it is that you're going through in this moment, anything that feels good to you, an affirmation, anything you want to remember about yourself, anything you like about yourself, just write it on right there and focus on that for the day. You'll have a much brighter day, I promise you. On to the next one. Spend some time outside. God has gifted us beautiful trees, beautiful birds, beautiful butterflies, and just nature overall. Try spending some time outside, smell the fresh air, breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, and try to relax. Watch the stars, even though I know there's a lot of pollution here in the city and so we can't really see them. But watch the sky, watch the clouds, watch the sun, watch the moon. Spend some time outside. I know right now it's really, really cold and there's a bunch of storms going on around the country. But if you have a moment, and you can, of course, and it's safe to do so, open up your window and let the fresh air in. Breathe in a little bit of that beautiful air that we have. It's important to get out of your house. It's important, even if you just want to walk outside and walk around the block, whatever it is, try to move a little bit and be one with nature. I love hugging trees and I love touching trees and like fully putting my hands on them, because I just feel so grounded, and the energy that we exchange, like I just feel like I'm completely releasing everything that I may have in that moment and giving it out to nature, and nature is just gonna create something beautiful out of it, and I'm just gonna feel so much lighter. So if you can, try to go outside. I hope you guys saw when I went on a solo date hiking to Hollywood not too long ago. Literally the first hike of the year. It was a little bit cold. I took Oreo with me, but it was such a beautiful time. Sometimes really going out to nature and walking and just being out and smelling the fresh air allows you to clear your mind, allows you to just let go and surrender. Surrender it all to God, because everything that is happening is for His highest good, and everything that is going to happen is for the purpose that He has in your life. So literally just surrendering it and letting things happen the way they're supposed to happen. It's the best act of self-love that you can give to yourself, so you're not stressing and overwhelming yourself of things that you can't even control. One of my favorite things to do, which was really hard for me, was accepting compliments. I think for this month of love, it is important to accept whatever compliment comes to you Whether that is your shoes are super cool, I love your fit, I love your smile, your hair looks really nice today, your lipstick's really good, your eyes compliment your face so well, whatever the compliment is, try to accept it. Try to just say thank you. Sometimes our first reaction is like, really? You think so? Damn, really? Are you sure? Because we lack self-confidence. And let me tell you, it's okay to lack self-confidence. We've all been there at one time or another. There's still times when I'm like, I need to go on a diet, and somebody else will be like, Amy, you look really good. What are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel like you see me. And so even then, you know, like I fight whatever compliment is coming because of lack of self-confidence or because I'm feeling unsure about something in my body. So whenever somebody gives you a compliment, just try to accept it. Try to say thank you. I appreciate it. I'm flattered. Whatever that is, accept all of those compliments, because accepting those compliments will also give you more self-confidence, and it will allow you to speak to yourself so much better. By the end of the year, watch you. You're going to be a different you because you're accepting all of these compliments and you're allowing people to tell you how beautiful you are and how handsome and pretty and damn, all of that. So at the end of the year, you're going to remember me and you're going to say like, wow, that really worked. So accept all of the compliments that people are giving you right now. One of the things that I love to focus on for myself is wearing things that make me feel comfortable. I know there's a lot of trends and I know there's a lot of things and society is telling us don't wear this, don't wear that, put this on, put that on. Let me tell you, baby, one size does not fit all. I'm tall and sometimes certain things fit really short. My body type is different than other people. Sometimes things that may compliment them don't compliment me. So you have to find what works for your body, for your height, for what you like to wear. Something I have always loved to wear is dresses, and it's kind of crazy because even though dresses have always been in, ever since like TikTok, you know, started to make it more of a thing, a lot of people are starting to wear more dresses, which beautiful because we look beautiful in dresses. But here's the thing, I love dressing very feminine, but I also love dressing very tomboyish sometimes. I love to wear the hoodie and the sneakers and, you know, the bun and I just like that look. But I also like the dress and the skirt and, you know, showing my waist and the boots and the heels. Like, I love the duality, and I have accepted the duality within myself because I don't always feel the prettiest with a dress on. And I also don't always feel the prettiest with pants on or with a hoodie on or with sneakers on. So depending on how I feel is what I'm going for. With that said, dress how you like, do your hair like you like, put on makeup or don't, whatever makes you feel better, whatever makes you feel better. Na 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 na. Caliuchis. I was gonna say, do you guys know who that is? I don't know the whole song, but literally, whatever makes you feel better. I will say this, and I don't know if it's the culture here in America, but where I come from, no matter where you're going, you don't come out in PJs. No matter where you're going, like, you look put together. And I'm not saying you have to wear makeup because I don't even wear makeup to work, but you guys have seen my work outfits, right? Like, I dress for work. I dress and show up to do a job, and I'm gonna look the part. It doesn't mean I have to do my makeup, but my hair is not all over the place. I'm not wearing jeans because that's not the type of work that I do. So I show up for myself and for wherever I'm going with the clothes and the way that makes me feel the most confident. So always remember that you don't have to wear what everybody else is wearing, but I will say put in a little bit of effort when you are going outside so that you feel better about yourself. Remember that when we look good, we feel good. And if we don't feel good, but we look good, somebody's gonna see it and they're gonna be like, yeah, girl, you look good. And you're like, yup, I don't feel good, but I look good. So that's a point out of 2, 50%. Let me tell you, I'm already up. I'm not at 0. So At least try there. That'll help. And the last one, which is my favorite and something that I often do for me, is buying myself flowers. Even if they're not gonna last forever, get yourself flowers. Get yourself something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel loved, that makes you feel cared for. Every time I buy me flowers, it just reminds me of all of the love that I already have, and it reminds me that I'm important. It reminds me that aside from the $10, $15, $50, $100 that I could have spent on a bouquet of flowers, that I am worth it, that I'm important, that I am cared for, that I am loved, that this bouquet represents the love that I have for myself, and the love that it's coming, and the love that it's never ending. That's what it represents for me. So when somebody says and tells me, why are flowers so important for you? That's why they're important for me. That's what they represent. When somebody gives me flowers, it lets me know that they see me. It lets me know that they love me. It lets me know that they care for me. It lets me know that it's more than just the money that they spent, but that they see the reason as to why they're important to me. Whatever that is for you, again, for me it's flowers, but whatever that is for you, buy yourself that. Make yourself that if you're a DIY queen. Whatever makes you feel loved, whatever makes you feel cared for, do it for you. And I promise you, the more you do it for yourself, the more it's going to attract others to do it for you as well, because they see the passion behind it, because they see that you really love it. And be even grateful to yourself for showing up and for doing those things to you. Remember that gratitude brings so much joy and also brings you so many more blessings, because you're being grateful for what you're receiving in this moment. All that being said, we have gotten to the end of the video. Please remember this month of love to pour it all to you. The more you pour it to yourself, the more it's going to flourish, and the more it's going to come out, and the more you're going to give to others. So don't think you're being selfish by pouring love to yourself. Don't think you're being selfish by taking a little bit of time of your day to yourself. Don't think you're being selfish by taking a day off if you need it from whatever it is that you got going on. And do not forget to stay close to those people that love you, that accept you, and that want the best for you. We are living in extremely hard days. There's a lot of things happening in the world. And the one thing that is always going to hold people together is love. We all want to be loved. We all want to be cared for. And we all have so much love to give. So allow that love to consume you and share it with others, even when they're not sharing it to you. Share it with yourself. And do not break your boundaries and your self-respect in the name of love. If there's one thing you get from this video, aside from pouring all the love onto you, is that love is not at fault for whatever shortcomings people have had in your life. Continue to love. You should continue to show people love and to be loved, because we are loving creatures that were created to love others. I love you guys. I love you guys. Happy early Valentine's Day. Happy love month. Happy self-love month. I hope that you guys do something beautiful for yourselves. Let me know down below in the comments if there's something extravagant that you're going to be doing this February, if there's something extravagant that you're going to be doing for yourself. And also, if you're single right now, let me just tell you that you never know when God is going to send you that one person that you've been waiting for. So do not give up on hope. I know sometimes things don't look the brightest, but God is always working even when you think He's not. I love you guys. I love you. I send you a huge hug. I'm hugging myself because I also want and need a hug in this moment, because I love hugs and I just love, to be held. So with all that being said, please remember to show up for you, to respect you, to love you, and go and do something beautiful for you today or this week. Until the next one, bye.